My name is Shadowmage, and this is me. This is also me. In this video, I survived 200 days in Hardcore Amplified World. If you don't know what this challenge is,
it's where I survived in hardcore mode, where I'm allowed only one life, and I survived in an amplified world, where the terrain generation is insanely massive.
Whew. This video took so long to make, so I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the video. Day 101. I looked at the sunrise briefly as I started a new chapter in this story. I wanted a mine, so I can get down to diamond level easily. I don't know what I was really going for as of now, but I found a mine shaft. That's cool, right? Anyway, I wanted to start actually progressing through this game, and yes, I had already gotten full protection for netherite and defeated the ender dragon, but that wasn't enough. So I mined, and then I mined, and I mined some more. So for the next few days, I just mined in my mine, and I just mined all that time. And guess what? I found some diamonds. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so day 161, I found another vein of diamonds. Jeez, I am so lucky. And then I just finished out the next 200 days, and yeah, I found a couple more diamonds, and that was it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Got him. That was a joke. Like I said, I wanted to progress through this game fast now. Defeating the ender dragon and getting full prot 4 netherite is not enough. I wanted more power. I wanted a beam of light around my world. I wanted a beacon. So the first step to that is actually finding a beach. Yes, I just said a beach. I needed to find some turtles so I can harvest their unborn young so I can put them in the hottest pit of you know where I'm going with this. I want to make a wither farm. So like I said, I want a turtle's unborn young. I want an egg! Why was that so hard to say? I found another village on this coast and greeted all these joy-filled creatures. In the future, I will be coming back. That didn't happen. I found the Snapper Haven. No, the Tortoise Peninsula? The Isle of Turtles. I don't really know what I'm gonna call it, but yeah, I bred them and the mama beat the ground into submission over and over and over. Long story short, I got several eggs, journeyed back to my base, and on day 3, I finally went into the Nether. With all the materials needed, I started working. The worst part about this project is that I have to cover the entire fortress. Yes, the entire fortress in buttons. This prevents mobs from spawning in the fortress, so the only place that they will spawn will be in my farm. Thank you, Mojang, for the encouragement. I really appreciate it. There is a crimson forest right at the edge of the fortress, but I don't think that will be much of a problem. So after a long, tedious process, I filled that fortress with all the buttons I had. And now it's time to tear this intersection to shreds and make a killing chamber where I will slay hundreds of thousands of my foes. The wither skeletons. It's honestly so satisfying that I can just insta-mine everything. Oh, I love it. So I filled the intersection with slabs, ran a border of nether bricks around the slabs. Then I took note of Luke's favorite thing and put a wall around the slabs. Yes, I just said slabs 3 times in about a span of 10 seconds. I then placed carpets around on the nether bricks because we have to make it look nice when the health and safety inspectors review our industrial factories. So after a day of finishing the farm, full with the killing chamber, turtles' unborn embryos, and cactus, because why not? I now have to get a piglin. There's this crimson forest right there, so it shouldn't be too difficult, right? Ah, that was an accident. I don't want a crossbow. Yes, come over here. Don't you dare. Kill the child! Really? Are you serious? Yes, no, follow. Hey, I just rhymed. Stop destroying my work. No, seriously? Keep coming. Let's just make a pact. Oh my goodness, how did you even get there? Yeah, so like I said, not eventful at all. Yes, this name is very accurate. Watch this. Oh, that was literally the first batch. So I AFK'd there until day 108. I also made this ice path because I don't think I was far away from the farm so that the mobs can spawn there. I also improved the AFK area. Looks pretty hospitable now. I was able to get 14 skulls during my time there, which is actually really low for this farm. But I'm really happy with it. Yep. Look at the treasure chest. It's my pride and joy. I was mining a tunnel and discovered a portal I don't even remember putting there. I am finally going to defeat Minecraft's arguably hardest boss, the Wither. Here's as good a spot as any. I'm telling you, it's the easiest way to beat it when it's enclosed underground. Except when it's enclosed in bedrock. Okay, I see y'all. Just watch. Already dead. Let's go. Time for round. I'm going to die from this. Wow. This fight wasn't as enclosed, so it was a little bit more challenging. And oh, I already killed him. Wow. And dead. The 4th one I never even got touched. Okay, that sounded wrong. I went into a cave and mined these diamonds. They're alright. I went back to camp and I seem to be stuck in this weird position. I have finally learned to bounce and fly at the same time. Let's go. Look at me go. Boing, 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 boing. Okay, this went on for about 15 minutes until I just restarted my computer. Killed another loiterer on day 109. I always feel happy when I do that. Didn't even have a chance. Oh well, I'll just mine my diamonds with my Fortune 3 pick. Only 10? Are you kidding me? That is not good at all. But I now have 4 bottles of hot hydrogen gas that I'm simply carrying all at the same time. Yes, I'd like to think of myself as a superhero. Been hitting the gym recently. Getting those gains. I remember someone suggesting a yellow beacon going through the center of my lookout tower of awesome goodness. And no, I will not be changing the name. It is a symbol of my identity. But yeah, I like the idea. You should actually leave more suggestions. I'm talking to all of you. Here's a fun fact about me. I only make beacons if they are full powered. I then made a beacon down in my mine, and I now can insta-mine stone. Let's go. So exciting, I know. I feel so powerful. Time for a coffee break. I should really light this place up. I mean, no amount of mobs will ever kill me, but hey, you can never be too safe. They are just annoying pests that I have to deal with. My life is so hard, I know. I didn't mine that huge cave for nothing, as I needed stone to build a creeper farm. In a few short days, I will have virtually unlimited fireworks. Let's go. I'll explain all of this fast for you guys. If you don't want this farm and I will explain all this fast for you guys, but if you want this farm, the person I learned from is in the description. Okay, go. Diagonal speed bridge. Fill. More fill. Get stone. Water. 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 Flow. Replace with magma. Ugh, it's raining. Fences. Redstone clock. First layer. More fill. Fly. Observe in a majestic, satisfying way that I'm so proud of. Work on even more layers. Fly again. And die! Yet another layer. What is that now, 8? Oh, phantoms. Yay. And they're already gone. Speed bridge. Speed bridge again. Fill. More fill. Dr. Fill. Sunrise. Slab roof. Looks absolutely amazing. And pro gamer move. I made the collecting system and just had to finish putting the slabs down for the roof and finish the trapdoors and I will be done. Okay, that's dangerous. Just to put the water down took careful timing and was kind of funny because the skeletons would shoot the creepers, which would cause them suffering. The creepers would then turn from their evil ways and directly go for revenge and ultimately vaporize them along with his brothers and sisters, and more importantly, my industrial factory. Here is the finished product. Ugh, without shaders? There we go. Wunderbar. Looks incredible. Sounds incredible. Looks even more amazing at night. Another pog moment, let's go. I towered up for an AFK spot, flew back down, and I already had several stacks of GP. That's the language of shadow for gunpowder. Oh no, not my 6th grade bullies. They finally found me! Well, just how I solved the problem back in 6th grade, I shot them repeatedly with arrows, lit them on fire until they met their maker, aka their mom, which I also bombarded with sharp projectiles. Anyway, I AFK'd for the rest of the night, and on the morning of day 116, I already had multiple stacks of GP, gunpowder. So I flew back to the base to make those explosive Roman candles. You think you can kill me, mere mortal? That's what I thought. I feel so confident now that I have infinite rockets. Trick shot. What? My cat. I need to go get my cat back. Yes, I finally got it tamed. Let's go. It's been so long. Time for more withers. 7 is good for now, I guess. I then went to murder some swine guys.
Since when does this ever even happen? I have never seen this before.
12 gold blocks is not too shabby. The night of 117, I discovered something very entertaining. Oh my goodness, I feel complete now. Now I have 3 withers I can summon anytime I feel like doing so. I collected my iron from my iron farm and I feel even more complete. I'm just too rich. The creeper I previously stuck in there despawned because I forgot to name him. Okay, I don't even know what my name calling has become. Get out of here. Now you will be trapped in here forever. Love to see this working so well. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I checked out the one house that somehow made it down here and instantly fell in love. Ow. Ow, that wasn't very nice. You are a rude little pile of bones, aren't you? You know, my friend told me... Good talk. I felt inspired to build a mob farm for some reason day 117. There wasn't one particular reason for building it, I'll just decide its main purpose later. Okay, I just want an infinite supply of arrows. I don't really know why, because I have an infinity bow, but hey, you can never have too much. Anywho, I decided to build it because it doesn't take long to make it, and I have all the materials, so yeah. I was also listening to laser beams, so yeah, this was kind of a weird day to record. I finished it the night of 118, but something just wasn't right. I didn't want to sit there for an hour just to get a stack of arrows, which I didn't even need. Oh, that's right, other mobs spawn too. But I wanted this thing lightning fast. But first, I need more stone. You know the drill. Okay, the actual reason I wanted this farm was to mend my tools as fast as I can, whenever I need to. I mined for a whole day and sliced some mobs at the farm, and I managed to get C418. Pog! I went to check on my turtles day 122, but they still hadn't hatched. But then I flew back home with a couple more stacks of GP. And yes, I just wasted a diamond on one of these. I don't regret it at all. Look, I'm dancing! Just take it all in. Yes, just a flex, puking out stacks of iron and gold blocks. But on a more sinister note, let me enlighten you with a little story. There was a family of simple farmers. One day, as the son was finishing his chores with his friend, the sky turned dark and thunder roared in the distance. It all happened so fast that it seemed unnatural. The son could feel a certain energy in the air that didn't feel right. He went to do a quick check on the animals before going into the house. Gone. All of them were gone. He told his friend to run and get his father. When he came back, all he could say was, gone. What was happening? Then, they heard something that made their bones shake in fear. They heard an evil laugh coming from the woods. There, they saw two graves and a figure staring back at them. He inched towards them as they screamed in terror as they tried to run, but found they were paralyzed. All they could do is watch as their mysterious attacker finished them off. When the neighbors came looking for them, there wasn't a trace of their existence. No one ever heard of any members of their family ever again. It seems they were wiped from the earth without any knowledge of what had happened. They were just gone. I don't know where that dark twist came from, but alright. That was weird. I didn't feel myself. I set out on an adventure after that. I feel motivated to craft the most powerful weapon in the game, now that I heard that creepy story. So I created Doomsday. You'll see what it does. So I set out on an adventure to kill whatever I can find. Oh yeah, I've already fallen in love with this weapon. Oh my gosh, what's going on? This is crazy. Seriously? What the heck? Poseidon literally called all of his forces against me. Okay, I'm not playing around anymore. More of my bullies too? And now they are all gone. No way, Pog! I now have Neptune's fork, let's go! I am such a happy man now. I went to find a buried treasure. Almost nothing I needed, but hey, I'll take a diamond. I flew back to base and stored up all the treasures I had found. Then I went mining in my... mine. Then I started lagging again. This is just the weirdest thing. I don't really know what is causing it. After I logged back in, I went to my wither farm and slayed hundreds of undead magical beings for their faces. If I were just to mine one block, it would be all over. Only 3 skulls? That is bad RNG. The next day, I mined all the diamonds and got 27. Not too shabby. Unbreaking 3 Riptide 3 is not too shabby either. Neither was that MLG. This is sweet. That's amazing. I mended the fork, tried it at my mob farm. Then I just disenchanted it. Wait, what? Is that really what happened? Yes, it was. I wanted to summon the power of lightning down on my foes, and got what I wanted on the first enchant. Well, technically second, but we don't count that first one. Ah, death by fork. Look at that flying. I set up another wither chamber, mainly to test out doomsday and swift death. Epic! Okay, this is painfully slow, actually. So they may not be great against a summoned, three-headed, explosive flying boss. But hey, they're still cool. Skills. I wasn't really satisfied with the fighting in the tunnel. It's kind of unfair. So I will do this old-fashioned open-air boss battle. Oh, did I also mention I'll be summoning 3 at the same time on a mountaintop? No, not again! My bullies are back! They're just coming back! Again and again! Whew, I got low there for a sec. Yeah, Doomsday is better at killing players than withers. I did some flybys, set myself on fire, then went back to the mountain. One down, 2 to go. This was a lot hotter than I thought. It was mainly because I kept falling in the holes that the withers made. Oh my gosh, that was close. It doesn't help that I'm missing all of my shots. Hello? We have fought bravely all night, and now it was time to end it once and for all. Let's go! Charge! Very, very sloppy, but we got the job done. I now have a total of 8 beacons, counting the ones I had placed previously. I wanted a monster beacon and decided I wanted a floating platform in between the mountains. I am literally making this up as I go. So far, it doesn't look too great. This is what I have on the night of day 128. This is now looking pretty good. I thought of this idea on the spot, and I think it will add to my base really well. I relogged in, and this was my splash text. No, it was actually a zombie, not a skeleton. Wow, that is really looking good. Now to build the beacons. Oh yeah, looking fantastic. It took a little bit to center the beacons, but now it looks great. I crafted some glass panes to color the beacons day 129, and I like it. Oh, it's raining. Time to test out my trident of pure destruction. Bang! 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 I said bang! There we go. Want a piece of me? Yeah, go back to the Nether, swine. Oh my goodness, I finally have a head of a zombie. Kinda gross, but I'll take it. Come on, where are the creepers? Yes, just a little closer. Yes, let's go. Another zombie skull. That kinda just rhymed. It stopped raining, and so I headed home. And on the way, I murdered some slime and plenty of other mobs. Wow, I maybe went a little bit crazy that night. I don't know what came over me. Time to start a new project. I needed some obsidian. Then I was good to go. It is finally time to make a treasure vault where I will store my most precious items. Ooh, looking fantastic. This was annoying to make because it was just out of the beacon's radius, but instead of moving the haste beacon, I decided to just keep flying in and out to get 16 seconds of haste. Yeah, I know, I'm stupid. Already looking great, but I have to be cautious because I am currently in a Zoom meeting with my class, so shh. What does that even mean? I made it through my class undetected and got to the main vault. So there's the tunnel that I will connect to the inner chamber. I don't feel like gathering honey blocks, so I won't be doing a piston vault door yet, so just imagine it as a secure vault. Okay, I finally decided to build a haste beacon. You convinced me. Shulker boxes are like the best thing ever made, don't you agree? Interior decor! Never mind, I have to mine all my concrete. Yay! Concrete session. Whoopee. I'm listening to MatPat currently ending my childhood, so yeah, I was motivated. Day 133, we are 1/3 of the way there. I was almost done with the inner chamber, just more interior decor. Now time to bring all of my most precious items in display, for literally just myself because I'm the only person in this world. Time for yet another project. Don't worry, this one is small. I want an automatic sugarcane farm and a super smelter. On day 135, I met this kind young fellow. Die, you little cheapskate! As I was gonna continue terraforming, I mined it to this hill and found this mob spawner. That's pretty neat. No notch apple, but still cool. So then I continued to mine out an area for my auto farms. I brought down my haste beacon and got to work. So I terraformed the land and it doesn't look too bad. Now to work on my sugarcane farm. I used quite a bit of glass, but it looked great when it's finished. Looks pretty sweet if I do say so myself. I went to my wither farm day 139 and finished day 140. I only got 9 skulls, which again is not very good. This farm produces around a stack of skulls an hour, so I should be getting around 20 a day, but my RNG is just horrible. Now, I'm going to fight 3 more withers. Again. I just cleared this mountain of mobs and waited till morning. I brought a cow and hid it so I could get its milk. I didn't really use it in the fight, but whatever. Come at me, Wither! Is that all you got? You are absolutely horrible. You can't even hit me. You are no match for me. I have already slain several of your kind, and now to end you. Whew, that was close, actually. Ah! Oh my goodness. Come on. Is that all you got? Okay, chill. Time for an air battle. Okay, this is actually harder than I thought. Ah! Oh my goodness! On half a heart. I almost just died. That would have been insane. Yes! 2 down, 1 to go. I'm still getting the hang of open air battles, and I am very sloppy right now. But just look at this flying battle. Bang! Boom! I will slay you! Smack! Wham! Pow! Smash! And you are mine. Let's go! Another epic battle and 3 more beacons coming up. It was time to actually start covering my entire base with beacon power. If you didn't already know, the range of a full powered beacon is 50 blocks from the light source of the beacon. So as long as you are 50 blocks from the beam, not the beacon itself, you are covered. So I speed bridged an entire grid of dirt to cover my base. You can see it's a rectangle instead of a square. The reason for this is that a beacon covers 50 blocks in each direction. So if you place the beacons 100 blocks apart, you will be covering 200 by 100 blocks instead of 150 by 100 blocks. Also, I made the beacons 98 blocks apart because I will add 5 other beacons in each location to cover every effect. So, by day 145, I had most of my base covered. A total of 10,240,000 blocks. That is also counting vertical as well. So I then took most of the dirt grid down because it was ugly to look at. Hi doggies! I'm so sorry I haven't given you enough attention. I'm going to make it up for you. Hello my steel bodyguards. What if I accidentally hit them? No, I don't want to die. Day 145, I went to my gold farm and repaired all of my tools, as well as getting 11 new gold blocks. The night of day 146 was when I decided my base needed an upgrade. My mansion was great, but I need interior decor and my additions. But the lower quadrant is looking dated, like I was poor at one point. Psst, isn't that funny? So it's now time to start with a modern look. I made the walkways with stone bricks and polished diorite. Yes, I said diorite. I actually like polished diorite, okay? So thank you very much. My cat and the dog I always forgot about watched as I was spicing up my compound. This water elevator is looking like a primitive creature had built it. Time to tear it down. I began replacing the cobblestone with glass, and I once again got bullied, and then took care of them. I greeted the fountain of manhood and continued the Mario pipeline. I will shoot up, over, and then down. Trust me, it's totally necessary. I need more ice from the iceberg and brought it into the pipeline. Just appreciate these MLGs. What do you think of it? Is it good or not? Let me know in the comments. Hey, we are halfway. Please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it, and it literally costs nothing. And it helps me out a ton, so thank you so much. Back to the gameplay. Day 151, I started fixing up my crop area. I was going to make this area look clear, clean, and stunning. That starts with mining and terraforming. I made this room for a wheat farm. It is mainly aesthetic, and it makes this whole part look better. I have no idea why I am now Alex. Very interesting. I made this entire hill become fruitful with wheat. This was insanely tedious because every single piece had to have the right amount of light and water. Ugh, I wish I could just leave it for months without water or light, just like my pet hamster. Oh, now I see where I went wrong. Speaking of hamsters, this is the next splash text I was actually able to get. Coincidence? I think not. As I was planting more seeds, I see this old chap. Another victim? I mean, guest. Come, friend, to where you are now for the rest of your life. Haha. Oh gosh. That is not what I wanted to see today. Maybe some other day in the 100 Days series, but not this one. I'ma call you Flamboyancy. Antsy for short. I then captured this zombie. Pretty soon, this 2x1 area will have every mob trapped for all time. I flew to my mob farm on day 154, then flew back. I need more sand, and I don't want to go back to the beach, so I went to a desert I had found while exploring. Yep, still the most satisfying thing in Minecraft, except surviving 200 days in Minecraft Hardcore. I also need gravel, and I will continue to need it, so I flew around looking for some gravelly mountains, and I actually flew right over one, which was pretty fantastic, and lucky. While I was mining? Shoveling? While I was laboring, my bullies assaulted me once again. The morning of day 156, I massacred some squids with my fork of justice. Then I decided to make a Helytra pad for me to land on with my logo on it. You can actually see the S on the back of my skin. Fun fact. Looks incredible. Wow, that is awesome. Now it's time for a super smelter. Wow, all done. That was quick. There are so many Endermen. Oh my goodness. Ah! The morning of day 158, I covered my roof of my mansion with string so no snow will fall. Then I admired the fountain of manhood. Ugh, the moment I've been dreading. Hey, this isn't actually too bad. I was clearing this mountain behind my mansion when I played Spleef with this creeper. And I won. Doesn't that look so good now? Well, it's about to look even better. I nearly hollowed out the mountain on the side of my mansion. And now it looks like this. On day 162, now to make the inside. The roof was a pain because not everything is centered, but eventually I figured it out. I made pillars and worked on the walls. Then I filled in the floors. I didn't really like this outline I did. It looked too chaotic. And here's the tour now. Nice. Starting on day 164 would be my second favorite project thus far. One step below the mansion, of course. This was going to be
The garden.
the oasis of the soaring northern mountains. This oasis will make the treacherous peaks hospitable at any time of the year. First things first, I have to go make a wall that towers over the landscape. Because this isn't just some beach house, this is an enormous mansion. This is actually gonna look sick when it's finished. Ugh, no shaders? There we go, splendid. I need materials, so to the nether it is. Okay, how did I end up here? I'm just allergic to no adventurous dealings like fighting bosses. Oh, I also need lots of light sources. Die, Enderman! Let's also just admire this 100 block speed bridge. I know, I'll stop showing off. But now I can breezily, so this isn't even that impressive anymore. Now to place all the light sources. I want my whole garden to be lit up and without any snow. Don't worry, all of this will be covered up. It looks super ugly now, but I assure you it will look great. Oh, the night of 169, I found this village. It is in the middle of nowhere, so there will be no witnesses when I'm kidding. Or am I? I greeted them and totally didn't rob their homes. The next day, I decided to finally give my dogs actual names. It's about time. Liam, Anthony, Benjamin, Jennifer, William, Andrew, Chloe, Jochen, Spiel. And I couldn't think of any other names. You are all going to be great companions. I can feel it. The one I always forget about. You are still my favorite, don't worry. After that, I started hiding the glowstone lights with green carpet. Then I absolutely wrecked these phantoms. Didn't even touch me once. I'm getting pretty good at this. The carpet will help disguise these lights a lot, but it still needs vegetation. After all, it is a garden. That looks 10 times better already. You can barely see it from up there. Looks even better at night. Wow. Just wow. I guess I just didn't want to hit the record button because for the next 2 days, I planted all the trees I could ever want. I got loads of podzol because it makes for a good path block. I then wanted a couple giant oak trees which looked amazing, but took a lot of bone meal. Then I started making a path that intertwines through my mountain oasis. I wanted a little pond in the middle of the garden with a waterfall that flows around a giant dark oak tree. which was a nice touch. My goal with this project is to make it feel magical when you walk in the garden, like there's a mystery surrounding it or something, or a mysterious energy that surrounds the garden itself. I put so many little details like buttons for little pebbles, flowers in intricate spots, and much more. Whatever grassy areas were left, I bone mealed, and finally covered everything with string, so no snow would be in the oasis. I just watched until sunset as my entire garden was illuminated and looked absolutely phenomenal. And that giant wall helped contain the greatness of the garden. Want to see the tour of what I have done these past 6 days? Oh my goodness, that was good. I am very proud of my work. After the tour, I went on a killing spree just because I wanted to assert my dominance over the creatures of Minecraft. It was also finally time for interior decor. Okay, I'll actually stop saying it like that. So I got up all the materials I needed and started in the kitchen. With the magic of editing, it is finished. And it looks wonderful. Next, the living room. I want a massive fireplace in the center of the room. Yeah, so here's my fireplace. I just added some couches, a table, and some chairs. This will also be my dining room. These turtle eggs and sea pickles look like candles, don't they? I started on my bedroom next, and the combination of rustic / modern bedroom sounded really good. For some reason, I got into banner making day 182, and no, not the Hulk. And I even put this banner on my shield. It's about time I get an upgrade. I then wrote in my journal, for the next 100 days, I will do this often. I went on creating all sorts of decorations like plants, bookshelves, more plants. Then I wrote in my journal once more. I even created this computer. Isn't that wild? Oh, this is something I wanted to do. I need to put my mansion literally on the map. Now it's official. My mansion is literally on the map. That's crazy. Now look at what I've done with the place on day 184. Everything is just looking so lively. Wow, I guess I missed a few spots with the string. It was raining hard day 185, so I set out for some heads. Yes, I got a skeleton head. Face my wrath, all you monsters. Ooh, another skelly skull. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, what is happening? What the heck? That is crazy. I've never had that happen to me before. Oh my gosh. That is insanely rare. Wow, that is completely crazy. So I slayed the horseman of the apocalypse and named one of the horses Apocalypse, which has a nice ring to it. Now he won't despawn. Let's go. So I continued with skull harvesting when this happened. Again, in the same night. That is insane. That is crazy. That is astronomically unlikely. I then named the other 3 horses Jewel, Doomsday, and Armageddon. I flew back to the base to make this whirlpool that I can fly the horses into. Yes, I said fly. This is really risky because the lead can break along the way, or they can hit the pillar that I'm standing on and die instantly. But on day 187, I was bringing them home. No! One of them died! He died on my pillar! Oh my goodness, no! No! Oh, I'm sad now. I just have to focus on the rest of them. My mission is to get them to the whirlpool. Oh my goodness, is this gonna be enough for them? Are they all gonna die because I don't have enough flight? Oh my goodness, yes! Barely. We just barely made it. Yes, we did it though. We've made it! We may have lost one on the way, but he is in a better place now. Doomsday is no longer with us. I immediately went and got some saddles for them. But when I was trying to ride them, it just wouldn't work. I think it only works with the original horse. Also, you can't even breed these, so that is a bust. Now for another addition to the compound. This will be the Snow Globe Tower. I was going for the same design I made for the Lookout Tower of Awesome Goodness. First, the base of stone bricks. Then concrete layered up to the top, platform, glass circle, and so on. It was day 190 and I was trying out a new trick I learned. It is actually possible to fly infinitely without any rockets if you do it just right. This is crazy, I just learned this. This is crazy. If you angle yourself at 40 degrees each time, the elytra gives enough thrust to surpass your previous height. I'm not good at it yet, but I thought it was insane when I heard about it. Try it out yourself, you may just get it. I had to go to the desert for glass anyway, so it's all good. On the way back, I did the stupidest thing I could have possibly done in the series. I am so mad at myself. It could have ended the entire series. Seriously, this was the stupidest thing I could have possibly done. I hovered my mouse over the elytra in my inventory to see the durability that it has on it, when I accidentally pressed the drop item hotkey. I fell from the sky and pulled off an insane MLG, which was terrifying. I was literally shaking right afterwards, and I have no idea where the elytra went. There it is. Wow, how scary. I still cannot get over how stupid I was. I cooked my sand in my super smelter, then finished the snow globe part. It actually reached build limit, and that is why it's not a complete sphere. The night of 191, I had it all finished. It looks pretty good, except for the top. I wish it could be a full sphere, but it couldn't. It was now finally time to prepare for the end. The finale of 200 days. I went to my wither farm and executed so many wither skeletons. I also managed to get 4 skulls in one strike, which was great. My RNG still hasn't been the best with these, and I don't know why. Then I effortlessly assassinated a wither just because I wanted to. Now it was time for organization. I would need to prepare fully for this because it will be extremely dangerous. I won't tell you what it is yet, but you'll just have to wait and see. I said goodbye to all of my companions and set out for my debut with Destiny. Day 194. I flew to the end portal. Okay, I'm ready. It is my destiny to do this. Here we go. I then resummoned the Ender Dragon and was about to fight it. Why am I so over-prepared? This is why. I'm about to summon 12 withers all at once. This was going to be the fight for the ages, the fight of destiny. I have trained for this moment. They are no match for a wizard. Here we go. Alright, I have them all summoned. The first fight went alright. I didn't do too well with the dodging. I was still a little rusty, but then I finished it. The second one was going well for dodging the attacks, and another one down. Let's go! We're on the 3rd wither already. The 3rd wither I got touched only once. Oh my goodness, why are there so many Endermen after me? These fights were just too easy. I killed the next 4 withers barely getting touched at all. So I brought 2 on me at once, and it was a little more of a challenge. Oh my goodness, I swear I didn't look at any of these. This is crazy. Why is this happening? Then I went on to destroy the end crystals. Then it was just me, 2 withers, and the dragon. I wanted to see if I could kill the dragon with my sword in the air, which was nearly impossible, and didn't try it again. I continued my fight with Grum, and Doomsday was not really doing much damage. So I just slayed him with my sword of justice, Shadowblade. Then I went and killed the dragon. Don't worry, I learned how to do a proper end cycle after the 200 days was done. Let's go! We just defeated the Ender Dragon again. But now I still have 2 withers to go. I tried mixing things up with using beds to kill the last wither, and there we go. The last one! Let's go! I just defeated 12 withers and the Ender Dragon all at once. That is crazy. Who else has even done that in a hardcore series? I think one of the withers accidentally fell into the void, and I don't think I picked up one of the nether stars, and that's why I only have 10. So yeah, I missed out on 2 nether stars, but it doesn't really matter because I am filthy rich anyway. I was literally done with this fight, this epic battle, by day 196. That's the problem with actually being good at the game. I then went to grab the lost dragon head, which I forgot to grab last 100 days. Then I went through one of the gateways and felt a strange energy once I went through, but didn't think much of it. I sieged this end city, massacred all of its inhabitants, and plundered everything. Pretty casually, I must add. Just another day in the life of a wizard. I flew back to my base, turned back my shaders on, and just felt good to be home. I constructed the rest of my beacons. I just need more time for my iron farm to catch up before I can place down all the beacons. I placed the spoils of war in my treasure room and went to improve the living space for my horses of the end times. You'll see it in the end tour. With the final advice from Mojang, I felt inspired. Enjoy the tour of my world. Wow, that was phenomenal. I finished my 200 days with writing in my journal. Hope you enjoyed this video. This took ages to make, so please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'm your host, Shadowmage, and I'll see y'all next time.
Shadow, it's not over. The war has begun. For I am coming for you.
What? Who are you?
I am you.
What? What is going on? What is happening? What? I don't understand. I don't understand. What is happening?